Today I am sharing with you a quick update on how things have been going. So I am at the tail end of my first official 2-week wait since March. I did get 2 positive ovulation tests on cycle day 13 and 14, which for me was Sunday and Monday, so almost 2 weeks ago is when I received positive ovulation tests. If you saw my TTC tag video, I mentioned how I'd never taken ovulation tests before. So this was my first cycle doing that, and overall it went well. I mean, for me, it didn't change anything. The positive ovulation tests I did get coincided with the other signs my body was giving me that ovulation was approaching. So when I first received the positive test, I was just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't know how to feel about it, because it was like, okay, well, based on the other signs my body was telling me, I already knew it was going to happen. So it didn't really benefit me in any way in particular, if that makes sense. Right now, I am 11 days past ovulation. As far as possible signs of pregnancy, I started feeling things around cycle day 19, which was about 5 days past ovulation. And I only have been experiencing 2 things, and one is very, very mild, dull cramping on my lower left abdomen. And then my chest area is very, very, very sore. That is something I do experience before my next cycle starts, but I usually start feeling that way 3 to 4 days before my next cycle. And this started almost 10 to 12 days before my next cycle was supposed to start. So because of that, I've been kind of thinking, am I pregnant? Am I not? And it's been rough. The first few days following ovulation, it didn't really affect me that much, just because I couldn't possibly really see any signs at that point. But the more time went on, the more and more my old habits and thoughts started to creep back into my mind. I haven't Googled any symptoms. I haven't been looking at YouTube videos. I haven't taken a pregnancy test. So all of those things I'm really proud of myself for holding back on that, because when this cycle started, I really was trying to prep myself and coach myself to not go back to that mindset of just pure obsession that I had before. And that's just because, looking back, all of that time I spent obsessing over every little thing, Googling symptoms, looking up YouTube videos about symptoms, it didn't really do me any good. It didn't help pass the time faster for me. And overall, it made me even more stressed out about everything. So this time around, I really wanted to not do that, in hopes that I can be less stressed out and just be hopeful no matter the outcome. So it's been difficult, like I said. It's been very, very hard, because there are times where I'm trying to tell myself that I don't want to get my hopes up and that I'm probably just going crazy with things that I'm feeling. But when you're actually feeling those things, when I'm actually feeling pain in my lower left abdomen, when my chest is painful, it's hard to ignore those signs. And it's so difficult for me to not go to that place of, I must be pregnant. And yesterday, actually, I was pretty convinced that this morning, Friday morning, I was going to wake up and take a test. I can't wait any longer. I just need to take a test and see what it says. So when I woke up this morning, something had changed, and I'm not sure what it was. There was nothing in particular that changed my mind. I just woke up this morning with this overall feeling of, I do not want to test today. And I still feel that way. The day has gone on, and I don't know. I'm not saying that I've given up hope and I don't think I'm pregnant. I'm still hopeful, but there's something inside me telling to just wait. And the more I've been thinking about it today, the more I'm wanting to wait until I miss my period. Because I thought, okay, if I take a test today and it's negative, I'm going to be disappointed. But there's going to be a part of me that holds on to hope that, well, maybe it's just too early. So then the next day I'll probably take a test and it might be negative again and I'll be disappointed, but I might tell myself it's just too early and it'll just keep going until I'm supposed to have my period. And I don't know. I just decided that I want to try my best. I'm not making any promises because knowing me, I could wake up tomorrow and take a test. But I'm trying my best to hold off and wait until I miss my period, if it even comes to that. Typically before my cycle starts, again, I start having spotting and things like that 2 to 3 days before it starts. So that really could be happening any day now. So I'm just going to try to hold on to hope and have patience and see where things go this month. If I do decide to test at any point, I will for sure film that and upload no matter the outcome. So you can be on the lookout for that, but I very well may not test. The last thing I wanted to mention is next week I have an appointment with my primary care doctor, and I'm meeting with her just to go over some things. I have some concerns that I might have a hormone imbalance. For the past 2 years, I have been using the fertility awareness method and using that method to chart my cycles in detail. And I initially read that book, Taking Charge of Your Fertility, about 2 years ago. And now that John and I are trying to conceive again, I am rereading the book, and I'm just noticing some things within my cycle that aren't quite normal. If they're just not quite where they should be, and it's just my cycle as a whole. It's not just one thing in particular, it's multiple things. And I know I'm being so vague right now, but I don't want to mention all of these things and having that end up not being a factor into anything. I'm really excited to meet with my doctor this week, and I'm hoping she can help guide me through where to go from here. And I'm really hoping that she will be able to order up a hormone check, and that would be done by taking blood. So I'm really hoping she'll agree with me that that's something that might need to be done for me to see where my hormone levels are and if that could be a factor into our overall picture trying to conceive. So after that appointment, whatever comes of that, I will definitely update you. So I think that's about it. Nothing else is really going on right now aside from just waiting during this 2-week wait. So I'm at the tail end of it, and I'll know for sure within the next week or so whether or not I'm pregnant. And it's exciting, scary, so many things all at once. But one thing is for sure, and that is I'm remaining hopeful. And if things don't work out this cycle, I'm hoping at least that meeting with my doctor will help get things rolling with trying to find out if there is a cause for us not getting pregnant. I would love to interact with you in the comments down below, so please leave a comment. I'm curious to know, do you have anything that helps you pass the time during your 2-week wait? Are you someone that Googles symptoms all the time? What are your tips for enduring the dreaded 2-week wait? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Cycle day. What cycle day am I on? What was I gonna say? Some of the next step to take. I'm hoping she can